Well, firstly, Chris, congratulations, named as head coach until the end of the season. How pleasing is that for you?
Yeah, it's a big milestone in my career, and I'm very pleased with the way I've got on with all the staff here since I've been here, and really thankful to Les for pushing me forward, and the owners for taking his word that I could add something to the club.
You were in caretaker charge only for a few days. Why was it important to bring clarity to your position for the rest of the season?
Well, I think at the moment we know that we got a big fight on our hands, and I think everybody just wants everybody to get together and then make sure that we're all going down the same route. So basically to bring a bit of stability to the whole situation.
And what has Tony Fernandez said to you?
No, he's been very upbeat and very positive. And just asking me to do the best I can to help the club stay in the division.
You'll be reporting in effect to Les Ferdinand, the director of football. How will that relationship work?
Well, I mean, obviously we're good friends, but I think when it comes to QPR business, it will go as a boss and employee way, because Les is a very professional man, and obviously I wouldn't want it any other way.
And you'll be taking advantage of his knowledge on the training pitch as well?
Yeah, well, he's a fully qualified coach, so there's no one that knows better about scoring goals than him, and he's really become quite a polished and accomplished coach, so all hands to the pump.
You said in a recent press conference that the players are all saying they buy into your ideas because they're not going to be silly enough to say otherwise, but in terms of their actions, how impressed have you been?
No, I've been really impressed with their actions. And we also do talk, and there is some collaboration between what we think is best, because whatever ideas you have, you still have to make sure that the personnel can execute what you're going to do. So it's not always about doing it to the letter of my own philosophy. It's making sure that the players can actually do what I want them to do.
And I would imagine that you've got a decent bunch there that can give you their thoughts as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of experience there. I mean, you've got people that have won championships, you've got people that have played around the world. So, I would be silly not to at least listen to what people have to say.
The manner of the victory against Sunderland must have pleased you greatly.
Yeah, because I thought not only that we scored two really good goals. I mean, I thought the boys, had the attitude that they weren't going to give away the points once they'd got them by half time. They weren't going to give them away, and people defending from all different areas of the pitch. So I was really pleased with the effort that they put in to get the points.
And afterwards you spoke to the players and you said don't over-celebrate, because obviously you're letting them know that they've not really achieved anything with one victory.
Well, it was a great victory, but the only reason why I didn't want them to over-celebrate is because I think that they're more than capable of doing that week in, week out. So, it wasn't something where I wasn't surprised that they did it. And that was what it was. I mean, obviously we were all happy after the game, but what I'm saying to them is, look, you've only really reached some of your potential, because we have got the ability to go on. So that was the only reason. Leroy
Fer was excellent in that game. He's now been ruled out for 8 to 10 weeks. It's a huge blow.
He did really well in the last two games. I mean, he's been a thorn in the other team's side, and we're sad that he's not going to be available for the next few games.
And Adel Tarab is a player that has quickly become part of your plans, and there's an opportunity, I guess, there for him. Yeah,
very much so. We all know that Adel is one of the players that can pull something out of the bag. Once his match conditioning becomes better, he's going to have more and more involvement.
And how pleased have you been with his application so far?
No, he's been really good. And he knew the other night that we couldn't really start him because he'd played on Saturday, and what we don't want is an injury. And he was ready to come on, at a drop of a hat if we needed him.
Charlie Austin obviously missed the game owing to a foot injury. It's hoped that he'll be fit for the game against Hull. What's the latest?
Well, we're very pleased that the injury wasn't as bad as we thought. We've actually given him a couple of days off, because sitting around here, wallowing in watching everybody else train, and the injury is a thing of rest. So we've given him some time off to get himself fit and ready for the next game.
No game this weekend, and normally or often it's the case that players will have the Friday off ahead of a free weekend, if you like, but that's not been the case under Chris Ramsey. They're in on Thursday and Friday.
Well, the thing is, we haven't got the luxury for that. There's still some things that we need to work on. They'll have some time off over the weekend, but I don't think we're in a position that we can start taking days off just because we've won a game.
Okay, and very finally, Chris, what's your message for the supporters who are delighted to see that away run come to an end at Sunderland?
Just that, I'm honoured to be here as head coach for the meantime, and I'll be trying my best to ensure that the players try their best to keep us in the division. We said, "What's your team? What are you going to do? How are you going to fluke this one?" No, he didn't say that.